Başladı.
Yep,
Go ahead.
started.
Hello, I'm Dr. Michael Raisman. I'm a cornea specialist at Tufts University School of Medicine and the New England Eye Center in Boston. I've been caring for Baris for about 2 years. When he came to me, he had nearly total blindness and significant problems. He was unable to walk by himself. He needed help to find his way and get through the door and come into our exam room. Now he's doing much better in that regard. He's able to read a little bit with tools. He's able to walk himself, come into the room, find his way around, much more independent. Baris has multiple eye problems. The major problems are glaucoma and corneal disease. Unfortunately, the left eye has been lost completely. There's no vision in the left eye. The left eye will never be able to recover vision. So all of our efforts are directed at helping the right eye, which is a sick eye with many problems and probably will require lifelong treatments. The right eye has glaucoma, has had multiple surgeries for glaucoma, and is treated with eye drops for glaucoma. Glaucoma is a high pressure in the eye. When the pressure is high in the eye, it damages the optic nerve. Baris has had some damage to his optic nerve, but there's still healthy nerve there, and we're doing everything we can to preserve that optic nerve in a healthy state. The cornea has been very difficult. He's had corneal transplants, but his body has rejected them. His immune system has attacked the corneas that are donated from people who have died and donated their corneas, and his immune system attacks those corneas and rejects them. And this has been an ongoing problem for him. So for over a year now, he's had a cornea that has worked very well for him. His body has accepted it until recently, with giving him reasonably good vision in that eye. He suffered a rejection of the new cornea for the first time about 2 months ago, but fortunately we've been able to reverse that rejection with very high doses of medication by mouth and many eye drops, probably 20 or 30 eye drops a day. Baris is putting in his eye to protect the eye and keep it healthy. He's also taking pills, steroid pills, to suppress his body's immune system so the rejection will not return. Today the rejection, I'm happy to say, is gone, but it's very likely to come back again if he doesn't continue to take medications, and this needs to be monitored very closely. This problem will never be cured. I think we'll instead have to control it, watch it very carefully, visits at least every month and sometimes more often to watch the eye and treat it. He's likely to need more surgery, maybe more glaucoma surgeries if the pressure goes up again in the future. I hope he doesn't need another cornea surgery, but there is a chance his body will reject this cornea again. If this transplant fails, he might need another corneal transplant or perhaps an artificial cornea, which we've considered. That has problems of its own. We'd rather hold off on an artificial cornea and continue to use human corneas if we can, but an artificial cornea may be needed. Right now, Baris is seeing reasonably well, but he could see much better if a couple of issues were addressed. He would see better if he had a special lens that he put on his eye. Not glasses, but a lens that actually goes on the eye.
Are you talking about telescopic lens or PROS lens?
The PROS.
PROS lens, okay.
PROS device it's a kind of contact lens that sits on the cornea, but it's a very special customized lens that's put in the eye each day and can give much better vision, and this would help Baris quite a bit.
This is a help for vision and rejection, right?
It helps vision, it also helps the surface of the eye, so it's therapeutic in a way to keep the surface healthy. It doesn't do a lot for rejection at the moment, but it might help prevent rejection in the future.
Okay.
But it's especially good for vision. To see better, a telescope that's worn on the glasses could also help. Right now, Baris has peripheral vision when he's walking around, but he can't really see signs or faces at a distance or any detail at a distance. A telescope that he could put on a pair of glasses would help him to be able to read signs and see faces and see other things at a distance, so this would be helpful for him. The future is hard to predict. But as I said, we need to continue to follow him closely. These treatments are very expensive, unfortunately. Some of these things we have a little bit of control on. I'm happy to reduce my fees for some of the things that I do, but in the medical system here in the U.S., it's impossible to ask for discounts or free care for devices like telescopes, PROS devices, eye drops. The pharmacies are not allowed to give these things for free or reduced price. There's set prices that everyone must pay. So there will undoubtedly ongoing costs for baris.
It's very expensive treatments to PROS lens and telescopic lens.
Thousands of dollars, unfortunately. There's no way to discount this. I have no control over that.
Mm-hmm.
They're very expensive to create, so we really can't expect the people who spend many, many hours in creating the PROS device or getting the telescope to discount. It's just inherently a very expensive device. Are there other things you wanted me to cover?
Could you? That's fine. I think so. It's okay.
The retina problems you asked about, I don't know too much about your retina. I'm not a retina specialist.
No,
the retina's been reasonably healthy, fortunately.
Last treatment is retina is stable. My problem is a cornea and glaucoma right now. I think so.
That's right.
The best problem. When it's been done my medical treatment, everything is when it's finished.
I don't think it'll ever be finished. You're going to need treatment forever.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
This problem's not going to go away. It has to be monitored forever.
Mm-hmm. How long time is going to be guarantee for not to reject the cornea? Do you have any time?
Or can reject it any time.
Any time? No warranty for this?
No guarantee.
No guarantee.
It's possible in the future we might have medication that will reverse the chance of rejection, but right now you're always at risk for rejection. We have to watch very closely and treat it, always.
Okay. Thank you very much for recording, Doctor. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Baris.
Thank you.